Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare.
கூடாரை வெல்லும் சீர் கோவிந்தா உன் தன்னை பாடி பறைகொண்டு யாம் பெரு சம்மானம் நாடு புகும் பரிசினால் நன்றாக சூடகமே தோல்வலையே தோடே செவிப்பூவே பாரகமே என்றனைய பல்கலனும் யாம் அணிவோம் ஆடை உடுப்போம் அதற்பின்னே பாற்றோரு மூடனை பெரிது முழங்கை வழிவார கூடியிருந்து குளிந்தேலோர் என்பாவாய் குஷ்யதே யஸ்ய நகரே ரங்கயாத்ரா தினே தினே தமகம் சிரசா வந்தே ராஜானாம் குலசேகரம் கும்பே புனர்வசோ ஜாத்தம் கேரளே சோழப்பட்டனே கௌஸ்துபானாம் தராதீஷாம் குலசேகரமாஸ்ரே. We are on the part 7 of 10 parts of Mukunda Māla, where in this set of slokas 16, 17, 18, 19 and 20, 5 sets, 16, 17, 18, 19 and 25 slokas, Alvar Kulashekara, King Kulashekara is giving us some important, very important message as an instruction. And we saw in the previous session how King Kulashekara was, was instructing to his senses, actually instructing us indirectly by pointing to his own senses, that how the senses should be engaged in remembrance of Krishna and in service of Krishna. Jigve kirtaya keshavam muraripum cheto bhaja sridharam pani dvandva samarchya achyuta kathaha srotra dvaya tvayam shunu krishnam lokāya lochana dvaya hare gacchangri yugmalayam. In this he said, oh tongue, is talking to his tongue, or he's telling to our tongue, glorify Krishna, the slayer of the demon Murari. O mind, worship Sridharam. O hands, serve by worshipping the Lord. Engage your hands in serving the Lord. O ears, start listening to the Achyuta Katha, the stories of Krishna. O eyes, behold the beautiful form of Krishna. O feet, go to the abode of Hari. Go towards the lotus feet of Krishna. Go to the temple. O nose, start smelling the tulasi from Mukunda's lotus feet. O head, bow down at the lotus feet of Adoksaja. Adoksaja, one who is beyond the reach of material senses of perception, but still he is telling there's no other way, because this is what we got. With this one, we have to engage all the senses and mind so that we can go closer to Adoksaja, Krishna. In the previous sloka, we learned one important thing. That is, we all agreed that we are in a diseased condition, some disease condition. It doesn't matter. We are all in a disease condition. What is the disease condition? Where our intelligence, mind, and the action, and the senses, through our the action through our senses, none of them are in alignment. They are all thinking and doing whatever they want to do. So that's a disease condition. And because of that reason, I start thinking whatever I'm doing pertaining to my own body. This is my body. I am so and so, and these things belongs to me. And that's exactly where the problem is, the disease that we have. Because we have that idea, strong idea that I am so and so, I am this body, I got to do something. Therefore, the concentration towards Krishna is in a part. It's not active. It is there, it's not very active. Therefore, knowing that we are in a disease condition, now in this sloka and the next sloka, Alvar is going to give medicines. This sloka is going to give a medicine, a solution, a medicine, and then he goes and gives another higher dose in the next sloka. That is for tomorrow. Now, this sloka, what he says is that, by the way, this sloka Unfortunately, you can't, doctors that we have in primary care cannot prescribe. And we can't get it in Walgreens or CVS or any of those departmental store or anywhere. It's different medicine altogether. But the interesting news is it's easy to get this one, and it's very inexpensive, and it's one-time medicine. What does you want than these beautiful things, right? So that's the medicine for this one and the sloka that's coming up. So let's see what this sloka is. Hey lōkāḥ. The starting itself was slapping on our face. Hey lōkāḥ, hey worldly people. When I'm saying, when I'm calling you, hey lōkāḥ, that means where do you fit into? When I'm calling you, you may ask, what about you, sir? Right? So now we have to see how Kulasekara is framing this beautiful sloka. Hey lōkāḥ, śṛṇuta, prasūti-maraṇa-vyādheś cikitsām imām, yōga-jñāḥ samudāharanti munayō yājñavalkyādayaḥ, antar-jyōtir amēyam ēkam amṛtaṁ kṛṣṇākhyam āpīyatāṁ, tat-pītaṁ paramauṣadhaṁ vitanutē, nirvāṇam ātyantikam. A beautiful sloka where āuṣadhaṁ means medicine. You must all have heard this. Āuṣadhaṁ means medicine. So he's giving, I'm going to give a best medicine, paramauṣadhaṁ, and then take this medicine and drink it. What's your problem? I'm giving you a medicine, just drink this tat-pītaṁ, just drink this medicine. So in this verse, he's calling out not to his senses now, not to his mind now. He's not talking to himself now. He's directly, openly opening up the conversation with us, all of us. Hey lōkāḥ. There's no more indirect conversation. When the mother-in-law tried all her best to talk to her, instructing her daughter-in-law indirectly by talking to her daughter, this daughter-in-law is still not getting the message. Then what to do? Mother-in-law asked her, hey, come on, enough of enough. Don't do this one. Do this one. This is how you have to cook. This is what my son likes. This is how your father-in-law likes. You got to do something, change yourself. Then she starts conversing directly. Now is the point where he's telling, hey lōkāḥ. Hey lōkāḥ, oh worldly people, a people of this world. When you say, hey lōkāḥ, a people of this world, then we should know that there are some people outside of this world. Hey lōkāḥ, there are people of this world. That means, what do you mean by this world? Is there any other world? Yes, there's other world. That's where I want you all to get to. But we are not there yet. Therefore, hey lōkāḥ, śṛṇuta, listen. Now, someone elders in our life, when we come across someone's elders, when elder says, listen to me, I don't have time to listen to you. It's not the way that we convey this, right? So therefore, when elders calls us to say something, we should always take it seriously. We should not think, hey, that is old man, what is he going to talk? He doesn't know anything. Current technologies and current what I am going through, he may not. No, when elders are calling out, hey, come on, I want to say something to you. We have to have all our time to listen to the elders. We must be ready to hear. And therefore, Kulasekara says, śṛṇuta, listen and hear carefully. Our words calling out for us to listen to something which is important that he has to say, because we don't have time to listen to anything. Therefore, he's telling, no, this is an important thing. You have to listen, and I'm here to help you to give some medicine. All we have to do is simple thing, listen. And listening also not difficult. At least for speaking, you have to open your mouth. For listening, you don't need to open anything. It's already open. That's why you see the creation. If you talk less, then don't keep on talking. Therefore, mouth can be closed. But you keep on hearing. Even if you don't talk, at least keep hearing good things. That's why, this famous things of monkeys having this closing eyes, closing ears, and closing mouth. You don't know, the three monkeys thing, right? So the hearing part is not to hear bad things, but always hear the good thing. When you're hearing bad things, yes, we have to close our ears. Therefore, śṛṇuta means hear, listen. Hearing is have no extra effort to be done. Now, in this sloka, he's saying that what I'm going to tell you has been approved and accepted and promoted by great sages like yājñavalkyādayaḥ, not only yājñavalkya, and like yājñavalkya, many Narada Muni, Vasishta Muni, Vamadeva, and so many different great sages, they all have concluded, confirmed, yājñavalkyādayaḥ, Yajñavalkya, the great sage Yajñavalkya, and others, ādayaḥ, munayaḥ, and they are not ordinary people. They are not, even though they are part of this lōkāḥ, we are not calling them as lōkāḥ because they are munayaḥ. Within the lōkāḥ, there are many types of people. Conditioned soul, fallen conditioned soul, fallen conditioned soul. We have all the terminologies, right? As we speak in common conversation with devotees. So for very fallen conditioned soul, so there are different grades. We only created all this thing, by the way. Fallen means it's gone anyway. Lōkāḥ is done. There is no need for us to tell we are fallen or very fallen. Lōkāḥ means we are already fallen. That's it. But then within this lōkāḥ, munayaḥ is another important part. Even though they are part of this lōkāḥ, there are great souls. Munayaḥ, manana-shīlanaḥ, munayaḥ. That means they contemplate always at the lotus feet of Krishna. Those people are called, set of people are called munayaḥ. Within this place, there are also exceptional people who are like here, but not here. As though they are here, they are not here. Therefore, they are called munayaḥ, the great sages. How do you say they are munayaḥ? Yōga-jñāḥ, because they are the knower of yoga. I'm just shifting some slokas we have to shift according to the artha-kramam. Shabda-kramam is going word by word by word by word by word. That is Shabda-kramam. You're not changing the order of the sloka. Whereas artha-kramam, sometimes you have to shift the words in such a way it gives some continuous meaning. That is Shabda-kramam. That's what we are trying to do here. From the first part, hey lōkāḥ, then we said what we are going to do. The message that I am giving you all is it's not coming directly from me. It's coming from great sages. How do you say they are great sages? Because they are munayaḥ. How do you say they are munayaḥ? Because they are yōga-jñāḥ. Yōga-jñāḥ, knower of yoga. Knower of yoga. And they are spiritual. They are very wise in spirituality. They are self-realized soul. Samudāharanti, they have declared. Samudāharanti means they have proclaimed, they have declared, they have taught the same thing to their disciples. Therefore, sages like Yajñavalkya and other great sages have confirmed and declared that what I'm going to give you for your disease condition, a medicine, has been approved even by them. Because why? They know what is right and what is wrong. Not only that, munayaḥ, they are the real true well-wisher of all of us. They don't have any ulterior motive. They don't have any thing they're going to get by, if someone is coming and telling something and helping you something, who knows what motive they have, why they want to help us. We don't know. Whereas munayaḥ, the great sages, they are not even to be seen to us, but they have given the scriptures in the many forms, including Kulashekara himself. They've given, but what do they gain by just telling us or leading us or doing something wrong to us? There's nothing. They are the true well-wishers. The great sages are true well-wishers. So therefore, we can trust them. And the medicine that they are going to give us is going to solve the biggest disease and the problem that we have. Prasūti-maraṇa-vyādheś. Vyādheś means disease. What's the disease? The disease of prasūti and marana. Prasūti means birth, marana means death, vyādhi means disease. So we may be thinking, I have a diabetics, I have a cholesterol disease, all different things. But then none of those things have been considered as a true disease, because these disease is never going to go away. It continues in different forms in this life or the next life. Whereas this particular disease, if we address the root cause of all other diseases that we have, prasūti-maraṇa-vyādheś, if we address that disease, then we don't need to have any health insurance. Guaranteed, there's no need to have health insurance if we address the root cause of these diseases called prasūti-maraṇa-vyādheś, cikitsām. Cikitsām is remedy. There's a remedy for this thing. if there is a disease, because we know in the medical industry, not all the disease has remedy, unfortunately. The scientists and the doctors and physicians, they're all still trying to figure out what is the root cause of this, how to address and what medicine need to, what treatment has. Many diseases, many diseases, they still don't have solution, a remedy at all. If you get the disease, there's no choice. We just have to accept it and move on with whatever is going to happen in our life. That's our chick. But for this disease, that is prasūti-maraṇa-vyādheḥ, for those diseases of birth and death, cikitsām. Cikitsām is remedy, a treatment, imām, is there. That remedy is there. Now, what is that medicine? What is that medicine? That medicine, antar-jyōtir. That medicine is obviously available. It's saying antar-jyōtir. Antar-jyōtir is a jyoti means illumination or a brightness or a light. Or like, jyoti, we say lamp is a jyoti, right? Like that. This antar-jyōtir, which is that particular medicine, is obviously available. It projects and present itself there. We don't need to really struggle too much. Antar, inner light. There's an inner light. And that inner light, how big is the light? Is it a small lamp? Or is it 100 watts bulb? Or 200 watts bulb? Or 1000 watts bulb? Amēyam. Amēyam is, no, it's boundless. It's immeasurable. That light, the antar-jyōtir amēyam, it is that light, inner light is amēyam. And that light, ēkam, only one. And not only that, that medicine called antar-jyōtir, that light within us is ēkam, one. And not only that, this medicine is amṛtaṁ. Amṛtaṁ means nectar, nectar-like. Also, amṛtaṁ also means immortal and deathless and so forth. Now, all this while, as we saw here, there's no mention of anything. It's saying antar-jyōtir, amēyam, amṛtaṁ. Well, none of those are characteristic of a medicine. But then medicine you can't go to a CVS or a Walgreens and say, give me a medicine of amēyam, antar-jyōtir and amṛtaṁ. They're going to tell, that's all fine. Give me the name of the medicine. What is the medicine is called? Tell me the name of the medicine. Okay, fine. The medicine is called kṛṣṇākhyam amṛtaṁ. kṛṣṇākhyam amṛtaṁ. kṛṣṇākhyam amṛtaṁ means that medicine is called Krishna. Now it's a beautiful thing. He is not telling medicine to be this or that. He's telling Krishna, he is picturizing Krishna himself as a medicine. Krishna himself as a medicine. It's quite interesting. You can never say, go to the doctor, and doctor is not going to say that I am the medicine. Take me. Have any of you who have gone through your primary care and emergency, whoever they are they telling that I am your medicine? Can we say your doctor is your medicine? No. Here is an important point. Kulashekara is telling kṛṣṇākhyam amṛtaṁ, kṛṣṇākhyam. That is Krishna himself is a medicine who cannot be purchased in any of these pharmaceutical shops. And the value is priceless. There's no tag attached to this Krishna, $2.99. No, none of those things. There is no price tag, it's priceless. Therefore, take this Krishna, medicine called Krishna, āpīyatāṁ, āpīyatāṁ. Drink that medicine. Take it, the medicine, to yourself. Okay, what? Now the question, what is that medicine? What will happen to me if I drink that medicine? If someone is telling, hey, take this medicine. And the first question, so what does this medicine have to do with me? Well, when you take this medicine, when you drink this medicine, tat-pītaṁ, having drunk this one, paramauṣadhaṁ, this is a supreme medicine, the best medicine, best of all the medicine. What happens is vitanutē. Vitanutē is bestows, it grants, it gives nirvāṇam. Nirvāṇam means, vāṇam means body, nirvāṇam means without body. That's what nirvāṇam means. Bhagavad Gita also Krishna says nirvāṇam. Then nirvāṇam means body, nirvāṇam is without body. Another poetical way of saying this, you won't get another body. material body. You won't get another body. If you don't get another body, you become a booth and roam around everywhere or what? No, that means you won't get another body. Means you are not fit to stay in this. You won't be coming into the category of hey lōkāḥ. You don't fall into this category. What does it mean? Well, you do not belong to this place. Therefore, what do you have to do? You will ultimately have to go back to the spiritual ātyantikam. Ultimately, you have to attain liberation. That's the meaning, word by word meaning of this particular sloka, where in the Alvar says, my dear people, listen to this remedy for the disease that you all have, which is birth, death, and all the sufferings. Adhyatmikam, aditebikam, adibhautikam, all these problems that we are going through, there's a remedy for all this one. This cure is not coming out of my own innovation. I did not create this medicine myself out of nowhere. This medicine has been recommended and proclaimed and declared by great sages who have yogic power. They are like Yājñavalkyādayaḥ and other. Therefore, drink the inner, immeasurable, that one immortal light known as Krishna. Drink that medicine called Krishna. Once this supreme medicine is taken, it bestows the greatest wealth, greatest benediction unto us. That is the final, ultimate goal that everyone has to want to attain. That is liberation. Get out of this place. Moksha. Salvation. Hey lōkāḥ, śṛṇuta prasūti-maraṇa-vyādheś cikitsām imām, yōga-jñāḥ samudāharanti munayō yājñavalkyādayaḥ, antar-jyōtir amēyam ēkam amṛtaṁ kṛṣṇākhyam āpīyatāṁ, tat-pītaṁ paramauṣadhaṁ vitanutē nirvāṇam ātyantikam. Now, the way that the Acharyas have given a purpose for this one is like a conversation that takes place between us and Arva. You're having a conversation with him where it says, okay, what is the problem? I have this problem. Okay, what are the symptoms? When do you get this one? At the morning time when I get up, I feel dizzy. Okay. Does it happen every day? Not, every day, especially on Monday through Friday, because I have to go to work. I don't know. So we give all this reason, and therefore after proper diagnosis, after questions and interviewing and all those things, then we'll find a proper medicine. But that's how this has also been commented by the Acharyas. Then in this world, we should know the medicine that we get, it completely addresses our body. The medicines that we get is for our body. But none of this medicines is going to, there's no one medicine which takes care of body and Atma. None of the prescription can be given by the doctor can take care of body and Atma. It's definitely not Atma. No medicine is going to address the pains that Atma goes through, right? Therefore, this medicine that we are going to get is a medicine that also takes care of the body, also takes care of the Atma. Primarily, body is taken care on based on the welfare of the Atma, and that only known by the doctor. And the doctor knows, well, for this Atma, this much percentage is better to cure the body disease, but this much percentage has to help the Atma. So that's the only thing we don't know, but only doctor knows these things. No, so the idea is that the greatest sages have given this medicine, and I am giving to you. And now the question is, what qualification does this great sages have? As we saw, they are yogis. Yogis means they have known the truth. They know karma yoga, they know jnana yoga, they know the bhakti yoga. The hey lōkāḥ śṛṇuta. Listen to me, O worldly people. These sages of yājñavalkya, yōga-jñāḥ samudāharanti munayaḥ, yājñavalkyādayaḥ. Therefore, you don't need to doubt about this medicine. No need to go and look for alternate medicine. This medicine is good enough because it is antar-jyōtir. Where I can find this? Antar-jyōtir means it's within all of us. This is a secret. Secret is you don't need to go and look for this medicine elsewhere. Sometimes we go and ask for, I need a Tylenol. It's late in the night, the shops are not closed. I mean, shops are closed. If I have to go, I have to drive 30 minutes because 24/7 shop is in there. I'd have to drive 30 minutes. So you won't realize until later that already the Tylenol is within one of your cabinets in your drawers. You didn't realize that. Likewise, we don't realize that we also already have the medicine within ourselves, antar-jyōtir. That medicine is also visible and can be visible if we start searching for it. If we don't search for it, it's not going to be visible for us. Therefore, but it is there, antar-jyōtir. It is just covered by our anarthas, our karmas, and our vasana. That's only the problem. Well, how much do we have to take this medicine? Usually when we take, the doctor gives a prescription, morning 2 pills, afternoon 2 pills, night 1 pill, 2 pill, whatever. They give some prescription. How much you have to take. This medicine can be take how much ever you want. Amēyam. This medicine that one is present within yourself, you can take how much ever. If you take too much also, it's overdose. It's not good for health. Correct? You can't, because you have some problem and the doctor is, say for example, doctor is telling for next 1 month, you take this medicine tablet every day, 1 pill. And I'm thinking that why I have to do this one? Instead of take 1 tablet 1 day for 30 days, why don't today I take all the 30 days and finish it? Yeah, you'll be finished. That's not a question. After taking 30 tablets, you'll be finished. So that's not the way it works, how medicine can be taken, consumed. Whatever the doctor says, that much only we have to take. Let the doctor decide whether to increase or decrease. That's their choice. But here, the question is, how much can I take this antar-jyōtir? The answer is amēyam. You can take as much as you want. There's no, it's not measurable. You can take as much as you want. It's because you cannot just tell this much or that much. Once you take that medicine, you yourself cannot stop taking that medicine. That's another problem. The problem is once you start taking, you have to stop somewhere. How many of us like to continue taking medicine for the rest of our life? It's not good. Sometimes it's helpless. People have to take. But when we take this medicine, there's another problem. There's a side effect. For every medicine, there's a side effect. You all know this. There's any medicine we take, there's definitely comes with a side effect. Therefore, how much I can take this medicine that within me? Amēyam. In this particular medicine, there's no restriction. You can take as much as you like to take. There's no problem at all. There's no problem at all. And how much do I have? What do I have to pay for this medicine? What do I have to pay for this medicine? And that is what I've been telling you in the previous set of slokas. Oh, lōkāḥ. And this is what is important. Bhakti. Bhakti is the only payment. Bhakti is the payment, the cost for this, getting this immeasurable inner light. Antar-jyōtir amēyam. That bhakti is what very important for this one. Therefore, if by bhakti, you can get this medicine. In this world, there are many diseases. For many diseases, there are many medicines. There's not one medicine which can solve all the diseases. It's not a problem. Pharmaceutical industry will go down if that's the case. Doctors cannot live. And this whole industry will collapse. Therefore, for left eye, will be, in future it will come, by the way. Now you have a ear problem, there are ear drops that you can put ear drops here and here. In future, this will change. How it will change? They will come to have a right side ear drops, left side ear drops. It's going to happen eventually, right? So for every disease, for as many as disease that we have, so many medicines we have. So many medicines we have. And now, say that's fine. What about doctors? Is there one doctor for all the disease? Answer is no. For every disease, there are different doctors. Eventually, as I said, in future, this may come, that I am a right ear doctor. Please, I don't know about your left ear. I'll give you a recommendation, appointment, and doctor. You go and talk to that doctor, Mr. Smith, who is expert in left ear diagnosis. He can take care of your left ear. I'm only taking care of right ear. Sorry. So it could happen. Who knows? So therefore, there are many diseases. For many diseases, there are many medicines. For this many diseases and to prescribe the many medicine, there are many doctors. So many so. That is how the samsara is. Samsara means this world is of many disease, many medicines and many doctors. Whereas comes to the other aspect of this, there's only one medicine, there's only one disease, there's only one disease, there's only one medicine, and there's only one doctor. Vaidyo Narayano Harihi. Vaidyo Narayano Harihi. Maruttuvanai Nindra Mamani Vannan. One of Alvar says, Maruttuvanai Nindra Mamani. Maruttuvan means Vaidyas. Maruttuvan means doctor, physician is called Maruttuvan. Maruttuvanai Nindra Mamani Vannan. Manivannan is Krishna. Is the real doctor. Maruttuvan means real doctor, who can give the right medicine for us at the right time and who can solve the disease that we have. Nirvāṇam Beshajam Bishak. Nirvāṇam Beshajam Bishak. In Vishnu Sahasranamam, there is of 1,000 names, couple of names have been mentioned. Bishajam Bishak. Bishajam Bishak means Bishajam means remedy. Bishak means physician. The two names of Krishna in Vishnu Sahasranama very clearly says he is the remedy. He is the only remedy for the disease that we have. The disease called samsara. For that disease that called samsara, which has repeated birth and death and disease and old age, what is the remedy? Krishna is the remedy. Beshajam, he is the remedy. He is the remedy. Okay, what about a Bishak, doctor, physician? The Bishak is also, the doctor is also Krishna himself. Bhagavan is an expert. Krishna is an expert physician who treats a disease that we all have. The disease, though we have of this birth, disease, birth, death, disease, and old age, of all the things, what creates us is bhayam. Bhayam means fear. Fear of death, fear of disease, fear of old age. All this fear comes. So when we have this fear, obviously the fear has to be removed. Who removes the fear? Physician called Bishak. Krishna's name is Bishak. Bishak means physician. Can you directly answer us there? Who's the doctor? Vishnu Sahasranam says Krishna is the Bishak. He is the doctor. He is the doctor. The physician who treats the disease of the body and the physician who treats the disease of the mind. Most of the time, the disease that we have reduces or increases based on how we accept it. The acceptance comes from the mind, manas. But if the mind is out of our control, the disease increases. If the mind is within our control, the decrease is under control or decreases. Is again many factors to this one. Therefore, that disease of mind can be cured by Krishna. Unlike the bodily cure, which is temporary, because when we have a disease, the disease is not completely gone. It's just we are suppressing some diseases. How many of us have taken tablets for headache, body ache? We take a headache, sinus problem or headache problem, whatever the problems we take some tablets. Is that mean that you're taking a tablet, next time you never have to take this tablet? No, the disease, the headache is still once again going to come. Once again, we have to take, right? Therefore, the disease that we have here and the solution that we have, remedy that we have for the disease of our body is very temporary. It's a temporary treatment. It doesn't take it out forever. But when Krishna gives a treatment, he removes the fundamental, the basic root cause of the disease called ajnanam. Ajnana means ignorance. Ignorance. Once the ignorance, which is the root cause of all the causes, avidya, this is called avidya. In Yoga Shastra also, a root of this, the entire existence of all of us is called avidya. Avidya is the root. Vidya means knowledge, avidya means ignorance. No knowledge means ignorance. The ignorance of I and mine, aham and mama. So Krishna's treatment is very effective because he gives a medicine to remove the ajnana permanently, not temporarily, permanently. He removes this one. Therefore, he is the best bishak. And the medicine bishajam is not only he is a physician, and the medicine is not something else where he has to open the box and take this medicine, take it and give a glass of water, and then we put the medicine and drink the water. It's not. The medicine is a bishajam. Medicine is also Krishna himself. Krishna himself. That's why I said the doctor that we have can give medicine, but the doctor cannot become a medicine himself. Cannot medicine. The medicine can cure the disease, but the medicine cannot be called as doctor. Either way, it's not going to work. But then when it comes to Krishna, Krishna is Bisajam, Krishna is Bishak. Krishna is the remedy, Krishna is the physician, doctor. And he's the only doctor. ēkam amṛtaṁ kṛṣṇākhyam āpīyatāṁ. The sloka very clearly says this particular sloka. ēkam amṛtaṁ kṛṣṇākhyam āpīyatāṁ. That means Krishna, in this world, I can't find any other medicine that can address my root cause of avidya, ajnana, which can resolve the problems of janma, mrityu, jara, and vyādi. I cannot do this one. You are the only physician, and the medicine is you yourself. You yourself. This is mentioned by the ēkam amṛtaṁ, and this medicine is very tasty medicine. It's not going to be bitter, by the way. So the surrendering process is one thing that we have to do is one time. This is a key thing that we need to pay attention here. As I said, the medicine that we take of this world, there's a course. If you're taking antibiotics, right? You cannot just go and one time take a medicine and then stop it. There's a course, there's a period that doctor recommends. For 1 week, you take this antibiotic, you'll be all right. We have to follow the course every day. Some people, they say that if you have a sugar, diabetic, then you have to take this tablet for rest of your life. That is also there. But what about this medicine called Krishna? How many times do I have to take? And answer is ēkam. ēkam. You just have to take one time. Just take one time. That itself good enough. If you surrender to Krishna one time, that is good enough. If you chant Krishna name, Keshava name one time, good enough. Just one time, we all say Krishna, that's enough. If one time we go in front of the deities and stand with Anjali Mudra, that's enough. One time we go and do some service at the temple, please wait, let me finish everything. You will be excited. Wow, that means I've already done. I don't need to chant. I don't need to go to temple. I don't need to do service. Just hold on. So one time we do service, that's good enough. One time you hear Bhagavatam, that's good enough. ēkam, kṛṣṇākhyam, āpīyatāṁ. One time you drink, one time you surrender, one time you chant. What are you talking about? What is the justification of what you are saying now that one time surrender is good enough? Ramayana. Go back to Valmiki Ramayana. What Ramachandra says to the monkeys over there, led by Sugriva, Sakrit eva prapannaya tavasmi iti che yācate abhayam sarva bhutebhyo dadami etam amṛtaṁ mama. Sakrit eva, to the person who has surrendered just once, to the one who has surrendered even once, eva sakrit, eva says, and he says, I am yours. Tavasmi, I am yours. I will grant him everything that he needs. Everything that he needs. Abhayam. Do not be afraid. Do not be fearful of anything that's happened in your life. How do you say? That is my vratam. That is my vow. I've taken a vow that I will fulfill and make sure that person who surrenders unto me is safe, is taken care, eternally taken care. And he doesn't need to come and do every day. Monday, I surrender, my dear Krishna, I surrender to you Monday morning. So Tuesday morning, I surrender to you. Again and again and again and again. There's no need for us to surrender multiple times. Surrender one time. So one time surrender is good enough. Just One time chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. That's good enough. One time is good enough for everything that we do. Why so? Why so? If you're giving a medicine more than one means, the effect of medicine to be effective of that medicine has only so much power. You cannot give the entire medicine at one point of time. We will die, we'll be killed. Therefore, the medicine has to be given in certain doses, slowly. But then if we say, you Krishna, that one name of Krishna, Keshava, you have to chant multiple times to get a full benefit. What does it mean? It reduces the value of Krishna's name. Reduces the value of Krishna name. Rather, we should know that one name of Krishna can easily deliver me. One name of Krishna, chanting name of Krishna, Krishna, that itself good enough for me to deliver me from this samsara, from this world. That's the truth. That's exactly what it is. And all the great sages also say the same thing. But the medicines are not like that. We have to take the medicine several times. Now the questions comes, then why do we chant every day? Why do you force us to get up in the morning and chant 16 rounds and tracking about whether you're chanting 6 times or 8 rounds or 20 rounds? Why do you have to do this one? Why do we see many times we say that, my dear Lord, I surrender unto you. Multiple times we are telling all this thing. Why? The answer is very simple. The child, when the child is diseased, the child is having a cold and cough and fever, and the mother is giving some medicine, a syrup, a tonic, some medicine she's giving. When the medicine is given, the child is taking because the medicine is nice. It's a strawberry flavor, by the way, or blueberry flavor, or orange flavor. Therefore, the child is taking. For some time it takes. After that, the child becomes all right, completely free of the problems, cold and cough. Now, after that, the child next day coming to the mother and saying, you didn't give me the tonic medicine today. And the mother says, well, you don't need that anymore. Well, I need that. I like it. What happened? Initially, the child took, mother gave the medicine to the child to cure the disease. That medicine, that thing that the child took was a medicine. But after the disease is gone, the same medicine has become amṛtaṁ for the child. He started liking it. Therefore, one time chanting, one time surrendering, one time darshan of the Lord, one time hearing of Bhagavatam Katha is actually good enough. Ēkam, one time is enough, because that's the greatness of Krishna Nama, name of Krishna. One time, you remember yesterday also Yamaraj was asking the Jivatma, if you chanted or remembered Keshava one time, you and I wouldn't be meeting and having this conversation today. One time is enough. But we have to do this one. Why? Because we have to develop the love of chanting, love of service, love of hearing, love of all the things. Therefore, what we are doing is now shouldn't be out of force, out of love for Krishna. Therefore, I'm chanting because Krishna likes it. Therefore, I'm doing all this thing, not for any other reason. But when we took up chanting, Krishna already taken our name into his directory, his book. We are already booked. Believe it or not, don't be fearful and afraid of what's going to happen, Prabhu. No, your name is already in Krishna's address book, contact. It's already added. It's just matter of time. That's all. Matter of time. We also have to go through many things in our life. It's not just free ticket. Just because we got a ticket to come to United States of America, not that the flight journey is going to be smooth, but we have reached our destination. But the journey that until we reach the destination, we have to go through certain things, and that's exactly what we are going through in our life. We have to go. That's exactly what we're going through in our life. Therefore, one time of doing things, ēkam, amṛtaṁ, kṛṣṇākhyam. Krishna, you tell one time, that's good enough. But we continue to do this just for our own purification. Our own purification. so that we don't need to, the devotees doesn't want to wait until they go back to see Krishna. They want to see right now when they are here. How can they do that? Follow the procedures and follow the rules and things, guidelines given by the acharyas and gurus and sages and saints. So that we don't need to wait until we go back to have the eye-to-eye contact with Krishna. Now itself the inner antar-jyōtir, amēyam, amṛtaṁ, all this thing can be experienced as we are in this world itself. Therefore, we are chanting the prescribed rounds of mantras. Therefore, we are getting up in the morning. Therefore, we are doing all these different things. If you remember, you may tell why we have all these rules and regulation. The idea is to go back to Krishna. Idea is to go back to Krishna. And then you also mentioned ēkam. One time you chant, that's good enough. Then why do we have to follow all these procedures of dressing up nicely, wearing dhoti, having tilak, having kanti mala, doing services? Why do we have to do this thing? Well, yes, it's true that chanting of Krishna's name will take us, one time chanting of Krishna's name will take us to the spiritual world, and we will go back to spiritual world. That is what we want to. But then as we are here, there are certain things we have to fulfill. We have to do for our own purification. Like how the child is joining a school. Ultimately, the purpose the parents putting their child into the school is to get graduated, not to be rest of their life going to the school. There are some friends, from in my college time, there are some people who have been writing, having arrears after arrears, writing exam after same subject. They'll be writing for 10 times. They will never get out of the college. Like one devotee said that, I think it's His Grace Gauranga Prabhu, I think, he said, getting into college is my responsibility. Getting out of the college is college responsibility. I will stay there as long as I like to stay there. So there are some people are like that, who like to stay in the college for the rest of their life. So here, the point here is that, so when we come here, we have to get out of this place. So even though the ultimate goal is to get graduated, and the parents coming and tell, the purpose I put my child into the college is to get graduated. Why do you say that they cannot bring cell phone? They have to only not eat in the classrooms. They have to behave properly. That is not why I send my child. I send my child to get graduated. Why are you putting all this thing? Therefore, the point is, yes, graduation is the ultimate thing. But for us to get graduated, just doing a minimal thing of what I said, one time chanting, one time doing is good, but not enough. We have to follow certain things also. That also comes as part of the whole package. Therefore, from our side, we show our love to Krishna by engaging ourselves into the devotional service, by constantly hearing Krishna Katha, by constantly chanting Krishna's name. Therefore, we chant every day, certain numbers, so that we don't become a lazy people. Now the question comes, that's fine. Usually, when we take medicine, adult medicine especially, I've never seen an adult going and asking for strawberry flavor of cough syrup. The children will take strawberry and blueberries and raspberries and whatever, blackberry and whatever it may be. But adults do not go and look for the flavored medicine. And we know when we take medicine, medicines are bitter. Medicines are bitter. If you're not tried, take one tablet and don't swallow it, just munch it. Then you'll know what I'm saying. It's bitter. Medicines are bitter. So the question that we are asking to Alvar is, what about this medicine that you're telling something called Krishna? Right? What about this medicine? Is it bitter? Is it going to be tasting difficult to take it? No, you didn't listen what I said. Amṛtaṁ. I already told you how the medicine tastes. It is amṛtaṁ, nectar. It's nectar. Therefore, you don't need to worry about how it's going to taste. It tastes very nicely. ēkam, amṛtaṁ, kṛṣṇākhyam, āpīyatāṁ. kṛṣṇākhyam, āpīyatāṁ. Krishna is amṛtaṁ. There is a difference between amṛtaṁ and Krishna-amṛtaṁ. Krishna-amṛtaṁ and amṛtaṁ. Amṛtaṁ is nectar. Krishna-amṛtaṁ is Krishna himself as a nectar. There's a slight difference between these two things. What happens when we drink amṛtaṁ? What happens when we drink Krishna? at one point of time, whenever we take amṛtaṁ, the amṛtaṁ of the, where the Indras and they all churn the ocean of the Milky Ocean, and they've got this amṛtaṁ, that is amṛtaṁ. And when that amṛtaṁ will give you a long life in this world, we should understand that amṛtaṁ does not mean that Chiranjeevi does not mean that eternally they are going to live. They are not going to live eternally. They live for a longer period of time. That's all. But they will also die at one point of time. Even though they have amṛtaṁ, that amṛtaṁ is not for eternity. They will have to finish. They'll be finished. But then when we take Krishna as an amṛtaṁ, Krishna amṛtaṁ, we'll be completely freed from the repeated birth and death. We will be returned back to spiritual world. We won't be here. In the Mahatmyam of Srimad Bhagavatam, when Sukadeva Goswami came, and all the sages and many people came into the place where they heard that Parikshit Maharaj is going to hear Srimad Bhagavatam from Sukadeva Goswami. At the time, the message went wide and spread over the Indrapatna. So Indra also wanted to come and hear Srimad Bhagavatam. So Indra took, as an exchange, Indra came with the amṛtaṁ, the pot of amṛtaṁ. He brought and spoke to Parikshit Maharaj. We are all here. The Devatas are here. And could you please allow us? I know that there's the tickets are not available anymore to come inside. It's completely packed. But then if you can please allow us inside for us to hear the Bhagavatam, in exchange, I'll give you this amṛtaṁ. That's what Indra said to Parikshit Maharaj. Parikshit Maharaj would have happily taken that amṛtaṁ and lived happily for the rest of his life, for a long period of life, because he's going to die in 7 days. Here's an opportunity. Indra is coming and telling you, I will give you amṛtaṁ, allow me to sit and hear Bhagavatam. What else do you need? He can just take the amṛtaṁ and he can go back to his kingdom and let Sukadeva Goswami speak Srimad Bhagavatam to Indras and party. Life would, much better. But then Parikshit said that I'm going to get Krishna amṛtaṁ. This amṛtaṁ is a problem for me to continue existing in this world forever. But I don't want your amṛtaṁ. I want Krishna amṛtaṁ. Krishna amṛtaṁ is what I want. Therefore, you can please take this amṛtaṁ and then you can go back. I don't want this medicine. Therefore, sometimes when we are in a disease condition, sometimes the medicines are bitter. Sometimes the doctors are tough. Sometimes the disease is very miserable. That's all that. But then when we take this particular sloka of what Alvar has given us, the journey is going to be smooth. The destination is going to be smooth. The medicine is going to be smooth. The physician himself is very caring and loving and compassionate. Therefore, we should know sometimes the journey is difficult, where the destination will be great. Right? Most of our journey to make it very relatable, our journey to come to this country was, for many of us, wouldn't be an easy path. You must have struggled to do well in your schools, get good grades, the GRE and TOEFL, and you've written anything and apply to the different universities, and you apply for the bank loan. The journey was tough to come over here for the students. Likewise, if you're coming for work on an H1 visa, it is not easy as well. Right? Therefore, the journey is difficult, but the destination is relishable. Right? Journey is difficult. Destination was, we are enjoying the life here. Now that we went through all the challenges in our life before coming, but the life is great. Whereas there could be a situation that journey is smooth. Journey is very nice, but then the destination is tough. We enjoy whatever we want to enjoy now, but then when we think that we are going to plan everything, and for this summer I will go to this place or that place, and we're thinking about the destination is going to be very nice. I'll have a summer vacation break to go to this place and start planning all those different things. Different things. In few years back, one of the colleagues that I was working with, this person planned to go to some place. I'm not going to tell what place and all those things because our mind is so bad. If I say the place, then our mind will get caught of that place. And then whenever we plan to go to that place, this story will come into mind. Let's not create all this problem. Just somewhere they want to go to a place, sightseeing or whatever it is, on a summer. But then they went, the mother took a son and they all went. Unfortunately, they didn't realize that the place was the miserable destination for them. The journey was very nice, enjoyable in their drive. When they went there, unfortunate thing happened over there. They lost a family member. They lost the family member right over there, where that is not what their intention of their smooth journey, but the destination was tough. Whereas when it comes to Krishna consciousness, the beauty is that the journey is joyful and the destination is blissful. Both are wonderful. There's no difficulty in either cases. That is the medicine called amṛtaṁ. The medicine is amṛtaṁ. The physician is amṛtaṁ. The destination is also amṛtaṁ. The spiritual world also, in when we read Bhagavad Gita also and other places also, amṛtaṁ is translated as spiritual world. Therefore, the medicine is amṛtaṁ, physician is amṛtaṁ, and the destination we are going to attain is also amṛtaṁ. Susukam kartam avyayam. As it is said, susukam kartam avyayam. To do this practice Krishna consciousness is amṛtaṁ. Susukam. It is not difficult. As Prabhupada says, it is difficult for difficult people. It is easy for easygoing. If our mind is so complex, then everything is difficult for us. If our mind is light and easygoing, everything is smooth for us. So we have to make sure we make our existence lighter than making it complicated. Ara vamudam adiyen udalum ninpai anbaye. That one Alvar says, Ara vamudan. Ara vamudan means it's very difficult to translate this one. Amudam means amṛtaṁ or nectar, or that is which is enjoyable, which is always enjoyable, because you take whatever you like, a sweet, say jamun or whatever the sweet you take, how much ever you like, you have to stop at one point. You cannot keep on eating. It's not possible because you like a particular dish. It's not that you can continuously keep on eating for 24 hours. It's not going to be possible. We will stop at one point. Ara vamudan means when we have Krishna, when we bipate, when we drink Krishna, that will never stop us drinking any further. It will not, oh, it's too much for me, Krishna. I cannot take you anymore. I have a digestive problem. None of those things is going to be the problem. We can take and drink as much as we want. When we take and drink this medicine called Krishna, it cures us a biggest disease called prasūti-maraṇa-vyādheś. This become a remedy, cikitsām, imām. This become a cikitsām or remedy for the prasūti, and then marana, the birth and death. This is the biggest medicine that we can get. As long as we have this vyādhi, this disease, we will be existing in this world. Therefore, do not wait any further. Take this medicine called Krishna. Krishna is your medicine. Take this medicine one time. That is good enough. Once you take this medicine, that medicine will do its job to cure the prasūti-maraṇa-vyādheś. And it is not possible for any other medicine to do so. This is the only medicine, guaranteed medicine, because the physician is fantastic. You can trust this medicine. You don't need to go and ask for the second opinion. And the medicine will never fail. And the medicine is amṛtaṁ. It's not bitter. And one time you take, and you will be saved. Hey lōkāḥ, śṛṇuta prasūti-maraṇa-vyādheś cikitsām imām yōga-jñāḥ samudāharanti munayaḥ yājñavalkyādayaḥ antar-jyōtir amēyam ēkam amṛtaṁ kṛṣṇākhyam āpīyatāṁ tat-pītaṁ paramauṣadhaṁ vitanutē nirvāṇam ātyantikam. After saying this one, Alvar thought for a minute and said, you know what? I'm going to give a little more better medicine than this. He said, I'm Krishna as the medicine. Now I'm going to give you one more medicine, which you can take that medicine over this medicine. This medicine is good, but then that medicine much greater than this medicine, and I will give you that medicine tomorrow. Arvar Tiruvadigalé Sharanam. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.